Ready?
Yeah.
One, two.
Hello, YouTube world. This is Chopper J. We're doing a uh, complete tie-in, I guess you'd say,
Oh yeah,
on
definitely.
a 1978 Corvette, um, 400 small block. And here we go.
Removal of the head.
Removal of the head.
And
And this
mind
is
you, most of the
continued from
stuff on this
yesterday. I
poor
got to figure out
car.
how to put the camera around right there. Go.
Wow.
And you got to excuse my camera because, like,
Most of the
it's my
stuff on
phone.
this
And
poor car that we have took loose is some things come off like the linkage springs with a finger, which kind of crazy. Means this was built to go fast, per se, because it's got some kind of aftermarket staggered valve spring having. I'm sure when I turn it over and look at how the chambers are, when the valves in it, that's probably going to be pretty wild. Um,
And so,
Don't-
can you point at the five bottom bolts? So the five bottom bolts are like a 6 point.
these
Those
are all
there?
6 point.
Yep. And then
And then you
the
got-
ones down here
These are all 6 point. These in between here. Boy, you're a shade.
are the same. And then
And-
these are the 12s. Where it's
Yeah,
in between,
in between
the
them.
valve, or the
Pretty cool
rubber
stuff.
rockers. Sorry about that. Now he already dropped the headers down so I could get to these.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
And a lot of stuff's been really loose
Oh my gosh,
on
dude.
this build. Like
That's
real loose.
that's crazy. No wonder it was starting to mix. Wow.
And
This is
we did come to the conclusion that we say intake gasket or valve. Or
man.
Okay.
None of this is tight in the torque specs. It didn't get a retorque, so this stuff's coming apart loose. I'd say probably a little bit of both. Who knows?
Right.
I know that the water jacket it looked like it was the gasket was real wore right around there.
Right.
But of course, antifreeze is acidic. So, but I will say that 1, 3, 5, cylinder 5 left bank. When I pulled that plug, she was pretty cleaned off and wet. So whatever's going on in the head gasket to get down into the cylinder or the chamber, it was either somehow going through its runner, and there is a little evidence maybe that the gasket, the permatorque, ain't quite as. Like I see a lot of the outline of the permatorque, but not a lot here. Like maybe it was washed and it's slick, but who's to say? I mean, we got down this far and everything's just loose.
and
There's
that,
just
that was the number 5, right?
135 cylinder
Yeah,
5.
135.
And you just think about things like that, and you're like, wow, somebody was driving this. We're gonna have to lose the extensione. Kind of tight down in there. Yeah. Ouch. But anywho, let's see. Those had a little bit more oomph than all the others. All the others came out terribly too easy. No way that they should have ever been that loose for whatever reason. I say no retorque. God man. Okay. Oop, that's a twirl. Let me make sure that I have a clean tote, mini tote over there. Well, that's odd. There it is. I was like, where's the washer? Gotta have a washer, man. All right. We have two funky. What in the maybe that's the way I.
Might have been the type they had in this kit.
Yeah, they're kind of odd. They had a coating on them at one point
On the washer.
of some sort. Smell like burnt oil. I really shouldn't have ever put all this in the car. Oh yeah.
Ah,
Not quieter tonight, man. What's vapor make everybody talk yesterday? You're usually editing through and saying what's going on.
mm-hmm. Right now you're just loosening up the head bolts, taking the head bolts off.
Head nut.
Or yeah, stud nut.
Stud nuts. Yeah, them weird washers are done. They're not easy. I'm about to get me a little mini. What is? Look at that. Where's that coming from? It is dripping something.
Yeah.
Water.
Out of
What?
Out of the copper fitting.
No.
What
you
should have
seeing
been
it
the-
underneath the head. Bro.
I need it. Where's my?
Oh yeah, I see it. Yep, I
It's
see it.
already loosened up enough from just me take. That see new. Usually you
I'll show you what he's talking about.
need a light, but I don't have mine out here. But I thought I seen a drip a while ago, and I'm like,
So it's dripping,
that's really odd.
and like
Yeah.
it probably shouldn't be at this point. I guess it's where the heads were just loose. Everything was loose on it. It's weird. Not just the head, neither.
I'm gonna
It
get
was
them
the
off.
intake was a little loose too, huh?
I gotta get a pick to get them washers loose and shit. Little mini screwdriver or a pick, which I didn't bring one out, so I had to retrieve one. Now, yep, I'm sure. Might even take. I'm still a little tired. Still got oil all over me. Yeah, I get it. But yes, that's got a lot. Oil slick as snot.
Mm-hmm. Now I'll try to go back through it later and edit this where you know, speed some of this stuff up.
I'll get something in a minute. I've only got one set off, so. Yeah, she's stripping water like crazy out down there. Guess I can do it without this. That oil slick. I can't grab that rag. I grab this rag.
Mm-mm. He's still doing the outside head bolts.
Yeah, kind of.
Nuts.
Phew. Oh yeah. I don't understand why it didn't have, like, maybe this kit came with weird washers, but I had chromoly washers as well, like the hardened nuts and shit. But who's did you say? There we go.
trying to get the camera in a position that.
I know it sucks kind of all
Yeah.
the time. But this is stuff that we probably ought to just pause it and come back to it once we get it off to show them what's going on with the head and the gasket.
Right.
Because, I mean, this is boring as crap, I guarantee.
Oh, yeah. But it's live. You can't just pause.
Oh, you can't just, that's right. Get the hard one out next.
So you're live and that's the video of it.
Yeah.
Trying to make it to where I can just spin it out. Why is it being such a pain in the ass?
So you got 5 head nut and studs on the outside, and then you got
Yeah,
set
there's no
6
reason to
point,
just-
and then you got 5 on the inside that are 6 point where he's at now, and it's across the bottom there.
There we go. It's in there. You gotta get it just right. It shoots oil up like a
Yeah.
geyser. Why you shoot the oil up a geyser?
And then he'll come back and get the 12s.
Hope I can get it by hand there. Just shot oil so much.
These are the
it's going
12
back to-
point. Let me get zoom in and you can see what I'm talking about. So there's little points around that, and that's a 12 point. And I think you already got all the 6 point.
Yeah,
And that would be a 6 point or 6 sided.
Hex. Hex nuts. These will probably come out easier now. I've got it. Kinda messed with. Maybe I cannot use the extension again until I get it on there. But I have so much oil on my hands.
Right.
It'll probably come out just a hell of a lot easier. Well, see, then it'll get easy.
It is leaking that.
Yeah, and then it gets hard. These old hostile ratchets, you gotta hold the socket or the damn thing. The gear will hold it back because there's not that much tension against it. It's crazy that it's the only one I've had to do this with.
Mhm.
But that don't mean nothing. It means shit's fucked.
Right.
Just means it wouldn't be difficult because it's in the back. Because that's the way Murphy's Law intended it to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like, oh, you can't even. This had good synthetic oil or something in there. It's like, of course. As soon as I think, hey, it's going to work out. Might be because it's left out. I don't know. There we go.
Yeah, go back later and edit this.
You can't edit it live.
After the stream, it'll give
Yeah,
you the
once
option
it's
to
Alright,
once
yeah.
it's
save it.
added up.
I'll go back and shorten it up for the people and speed stuff up.
Man, and you know, just makes you wonder if that somebody apparently yesterday said something about they knew where this come from up in Ohio. I'm curious. I'd love to talk to the shop and see what
Mm-hmm.
was going on or what tech, or if that tech's still with the shop. You know, and why would it? I mean, I guess it wouldn't rear its ugly head until if it just putted around and they ran it every once in a while, it probably would have been all right for a while.
Yeah.
It that 2-hour drive didn't do it no justice.
Nah. Yeah, 'cause they were definitely setting it up for drag, or at least somebody thought about it at one time.
Now I have 4 of them.
They doubled up.
About got 'em.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It shouldn't have overheated with that oversized radiator.
Well, they,
No, no.
they wasn't running no thermostat.
Well, that
either.
it shouldn't have overheated without the thermostat, to be honest.
No,
It's just
it
not going to.
flowed right on through.
Sometimes they don't get hot enough if they don't have
Right,
a thermostat.
exactly.
And then sometimes they will get too hot. It's just I think a lot, well, I know a lot, depends on what kind of pulley system you got, like if it's underdriven from if you're high up in RPMs, and if your water pump's moving slower or faster.
Right.
So with a bigger pulley, it's going to move a little slower, let the water have a chance to stay in the radiator for a little bit. But then if you shrink it down, it'll fly through the radiator.
See all the shit coming out of the fucking radiator hose.
Yeah. It was definitely starting to mix.
But then, yeah, I was telling him about the valve springs and looking at how big the reliefs are in them, where those springs are, you could put much bigger diameter springs in there. Or shizzle. Alright, now I need
No, you try and get that washer off there.
Yeah, because it make the head come off a lot easier. It won't bind up like it's doing on me now.
Right.
Spin a mile or something. It's got some dirt or something hanging in it. Here it comes.
Little pick or something.
Yeah, but it's something's on the thread. There you go. See, I got them. Because there's 2 of them. Maybe it's one with a coating over it, and it turns into 2. I don't like that. I don't even know what kind of.
Yeah. Like, yeah.
I don't understand
Some
that.
of them I've seen got little rubber seals, like,
But why on a
I don't know.
when you're torquing it, you know?
Well, that didn't happen.
Yeah, that didn't. That ship sailed. Both of them are still on. Oh, that ain't even the same. US. This. Huh. I got that one a while ago. I got the other shit. Yeah, this is. Come on. Yeah, it's got some kind of crap stuck on the stud, making it be difficult. It's. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. You don't want to be in there. You want to be out in the free. It's coming. There's. Yep. It's got one coming off. The other one's kind of stuck. Pick under it, make sure I'm sure it's different. Cause this, look at this. These ain't the doubles. These are different.
All right.
I don't know.
It's whatever was in the shop floor.
Yeah, whatever's in the shop drawer is fine to use. Or hell. Maybe this one didn't even look. Oh, one bit. Yeah, I feel like rubber crap. Yeah. Might just leave those. I got the outers, that's gonna help. Now let me get the 12 points off of this fine.
So you got the 6 points off the. Oh, I need to zoom out. You got the 6 points off the 5 outer, and you got the 6 points off the 5 inner, which is lower. Now he's going for these 12 points. There's only 4 of them, right?
Yeah,
I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4.
this is flanged. Yay. Now that's a flanged nut, so technically when they're, I don't know. I would probably run a molly washer because it has a point. But
Right.
flanged nuts usually, they say that the washer is part of the nut. And it is machined.
Right.
I just don't. I'll know when I get her this way, ready to cool off there. That's it. I don't think I left anything besides some washers that I might not see or be lack thereof. Who knows yet? See how stuck it is. 'Cause it's on studs, so no one's got to have something. Probably have to get a little rubber mallet. So maybe a light and look and make sure there's any washers I can get. Like I can get a magnet to it and probably get them out. I believe that's got something going on. There's goo. I don't know what that is, but we will know when we get some light on the subject. It must be them stupid ass washers with that rubber coating, I guess. Hey, bye bye. Bye bye. Oh, now I feel dirty. Yeah, she's dirty. So she ain't sealed up anymore. She's come up. 'Cause I got water on me. Water in that. All right. I'm gonna have to get a mallet and a magnet tool.
The rubber
Am I
mallet
right?
and magnet tool.
Nope. Because that's what it's looking like.
You want the magnet for the washers, right?
Yeah. I'll grab some picks, a magnet tool, and a.
All right, I guess there'll be a. Should I pause it or
Yeah,
I don't know how that works?
I'll take the
I'll
break
have to
too.
figure out how to send you this note, that 20-minute footage,
All right, we're gonna make a part 4. I'll try to like join on and make one video of all 4 parts. But I'm like new to this stuff, so.
And they ain't nobody gonna watch me do that. I think we should turn it back on when the head's ready to, once I got it ready to lift off.
Right.
To be honest, because I mean, it's nothing but just having to poke around for washers with picks and a magnet,
Right.
and then tapping around with a rubber mallet
Yeah.
and getting her broke loose. You're used to the old. They're used to. It's on that side, I guess, but a lot of them, the old cast iron, man, you could.
They got
You had
it's
enough-
tapped.
Yeah.
No, it's tapped for a bolt in the front of it.
Oh yeah, I could just.
You could tap it right there and then tap the bolt and
Mm-hmm.
it'll pop right up off her.
Let's see what I have.
But that metal gasket don't look bad. It looks brand new. It's 3 feet old.
Talking about the head gasket?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's. You seen the other gaskets the way they
I'm
look.
just saying that right there. Looks like it's brand fucking new, bro.
Yeah. So what do you say? Number 5 is what blew, and that's why I was seeing the water yesterday
It's gotta be
when we
bigger.
pulled the intake off.
Where's the one you took out of it, bro?
You didn't have any in there. There's nothing. You would there. Dude, the alternator was so.
No, I believe you.
It was on the wrong side. That's why that bracket's over there. That stuff not moved out of the way.
Yeah, we're
That's
gonna
exactly
move that, make this all right.
That's exactly where.
Change that alternator back over
That's
there,
probably it.
power steering pump.
Or that's it.
This is dirty and rusty.
Yeah, I got my rust.
There you go. It's in there enough on this one.
Dude, that's why that was wobbling.
Tap it with that rubber mallet.
Oh yeah.
It's in there fine.
All right. I'm gonna go get mine. One more thing that I don't. I'm out. Fix magnet like that.
Oh, we should have to figure out this thing phone. It's probably not really the ideal to shoot a. I mean, I guess so. They work all right, I reckon. Okay, I don't know how to pause this for y'all. What's the screen for? Oh no, I can't have all that. Sorry about that. Like I said, I'm not used to this yet. All right, so we'll be back with the part 4 here in about 10 minutes.